Hello everyone, welcome back to another stream, and today, of course, we are doing one more episode, actually a pre-flight pose live stream of Countdown to Starship, which is actually the more like Countdown to EP-3, but whatever. And I have a special message for you guys. You're about to see a weird thing later on the stream, because later in this live stream, I'm going to reveal what happened to Ship 25 and what actually happened to it, because you might not know. You probably should know. You probably know, but maybe you don't know. But stick around to the stream to hear. And I'm not alone, as you know, I'm Kion here. But we also have let me see who we have on the stream. We have not Starship 24. We have Darkstar. Oh, sorry, can you repeat that?
Hello everyone.
Yeah. We also have Daniel.
Hello.
And we have we also have Mr. 9.
Hello. Excited to talk about past launches, the recent launch of Starship, and much more.
I thought you died.
Whatever, guys, with all of this crazy stuff, it's behind the scenes, it's just hilarious. But hope you guys enjoyed today's stream, because we do have a new layout and Countdown to Starship. Hope you guys enjoyed the intro, and if you're enjoying so far, make sure to like and subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff. We're getting so close to 200 subscribers, and also follow me on X or Twitter or whatever elongated muskrat calls these days. But whatever, today we're going to be talking about Starship. But first of all, let's go to a little Q&A. So if you have any questions of Starship or spaceflight related, or even 3D, just let us know in chat, and make sure to tag us at Kion so we can respond to you faster with the correct answer. So make sure to go in chat and tag us at Kion, and we'll read your question and answer. And by the way, there's this, I believe, a Tesla passing through the road. So yeah, so today we have the stream a little bit, we have it layout something like this. We're going to do a Q&A right now. After that, we're going to review the past launches, go through another Q&A, go through the big, and when I mean big, we have a lot of Starship updates. And after that, we're going to go through some other events that happened this week in spaceflight, and then probably we'll wrap it up with some more Q&A and then saying bye-bye. So welcome to the stream if you're just joining, because today is a hell of a stream. This is kind of a post-flight stream, so hope you enjoy that. So yes, so if by the way guys, if you in Discord, Daniel, Fisher9, Darkstar, if you guys see any questions in chat, you can respond to them.
All right.
Yep.
So if you have any questions, again, make sure to let us know, tag in chat at Kion, and just any question, let us know in chat, and we'll try our best to respond to it. So I'm now going to quickly tweet that we're live, and then let's go through the Q&A.
Of course, someone tweets a picture side by side of Hopper and IFT2. Of course.
Great. Beautiful.
4 years
I
later.
love that image. It's crazy how quickly they went from a little hopper,
I mean a water tank.
pretty much, to a fully, like, basically Falcon 9 tall booster and like another Falcon 9 tall Starship.
That's ridiculous. More like incredible. And 4 years from a really small thing to the most largest rocket in human history.
From a
That's
flying
incredible.
water tower to a grain silo to a skyscraper.
Grain silo.
I mean, SN
Pretty much, yeah.
5 and
6.
6, yeah, and
Or
beginning
4.
of 8, and beginning of 8.
Yeah.
Well, from SN1 to SN6.
SN1 was just like the
SN1
app
to
section.
SN6, and SN8 was for a while the same kind of like grain silo thing, but then
It
it
got
got
its nose cone
collapsed.
installed at the pad.
Yep.
Sending just a few messages.
Well, it does look like Hopper survived this launch unscathed.
A lot better than it did last time.
Yeah.
It shed some skin
Hopper did.
last time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say something. The pad definitely fared a lot better this time.
Yeah.
The pad was
Way
phenomenal.
That booster QD definitely got torched, but it's designed to be
It's just a little charred.
torched.
Yeah. At least the drawwork survived this time.
Unlike what happened to
Last flight.
well, no, I'm talking. Unlike the Mechazilla and Ship QD.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everyone.
So Mechazilla,
yeah,
is
go for it.
quick fix. Mechazilla relatively is a quick fix. They have to redo some things, but the QD is a little more severe on. It's
well, it just looks like a piston error. They just have to replace it.
So everyone, can I get some 5 by? Are we going good? Are we good in the end of the stream? Is the stream going good?
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone, as we wait for your questions, let's quickly do, or say quickly, but let's do the recap of the launches. So now we're going to recap some of the past launches, including Starship. So we're first going to start right here. So whoever wants to take the first launch, so open next spaceflight on your browser or whatever, and we're going to go first talk about Transporter 9. So whoever wants to open their browser and talk about it, you could do it.
I can talk about it as it's kind of like my favorite thing.
So yeah, do it. Transporter 9. Let me just get
So,
let me just get the launch, which I always forget to do for some reason. Let's just go right here. So yeah, you can talk about everything. Oh, YouTube, come on. There we go. Now you can talk about it.
so on Saturday, November 11th, 2023, on 6:49 p.m. Greenwich time, Falcon 9 has lifted off from Vandenberg Pad 4 East and was carrying multiple payloads as it was a transport mission. It was 61-day turnaround time. Landed on landing zone 4. It was 12th flight of booster 1071. It was 255th Falcon recovery attempt, 243rd successful Falcon recovery attempt, and 107th consecutive successful Falcon recovery. Now, there was 115 payloads that were transported to sun-synchronous orbit. It was the rideshare missions were as low as $275,000 per mission, and this launch was kind of an important launch for multiple small projects, and my most favorite was for Slovakia. This was the third satellite, Veronica. It was funded by a private customer for his daughter, and it is historically first satellite that is pink. It's small CubeSat 10 by 10 by 10 cube. The payload launch was successful, booster was successfully recovered, and mission is considered as 100% success. All the payloads separated from Trend payload adapter on Falcon 9 and are now on their desired missions and orbits. Now also on this mission, SpaceX used a shorter nozzle that is less expensive, faster to produce, and it's mostly used for missions that does not require extensive delta V, extensive performance for the missions. Those nozzles can be found on transporter missions and on some missions not transporter, for example Starlinks in the past. They did not require that much of delta V from the rocket, and they were able to use a shorter nozzle.
Right.
That's about it from my side. Yeah, I've got anything to tell about it, Kion?
Wait just a second. But yeah, that was the launch of Transporter 9. Again, launching from there from Launch Complex 4E at Vandenberg Air Force Base in California. And you're currently watching a replay as Falcon 9 lands at landing zone? Landing zone 4, right?
Yes.
Yeah, landing zone 4.
And there we go. Currently watching a replay. Let's just wait until the replay ends so we can then move on to the next mission. Again, if you're just joining us, welcome. We're recapping quickly the past launches, so make sure to tune in right here and ask your questions in chat by tagging us at @Kion so we can we can respond faster. And there you go. As you can see, Falcon 9 successfully landed at landing zone 4. Again, this is a replay of the Transporter 9 mission. They are launched from Vandenberg. With that done, let's move on to the SpaceX Empower mission. So who wants to take that over? Feel free.
This was SpaceX's O3B Empower 5 and 6.
Oh, okay. There you can. There you go.
This was the launch of O3B mPower 5 and 6. This launched on Sunday, November 12th at 4:08 Eastern. This was a booster 1076 on its 9th flight, and it landed on a drone ship, a shortfall Gravitas. And O3B is a SES-owned network of satellites in a medium Earth orbit. So it went to a like geocentric orbit, pretty high up. And this was out of Slick 40 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida.
So again, you're watching a replay of the Empower, what's the mission called? The
5 and
Power
6.
5 and 6.
Okay, you're currently watching that. Right there, a replay from from Cape Canaveral, a replay from SpaceX there, re-uploaded on YouTube. Currently watching a replay from it. And let's watch the landing quickly. So again, if you have any questions, do leave them in the chat and make sure to tag us at Kion. And as you can see, the Starlink has actually improved a little bit on each flight. So yeah, looks like now drone ship cameras are way better than the onboard cameras on Falcon 9, which is pretty good. So let's move on and now to the next launch, which is not Starship. We'll move on to the Starlink Group 6-28 mission launched from Cape Canaveral. And who wants to take this over? Feel free. So who wants to take over this launch?
I'll do it.
Okay.
This was Starlink Group 628, and it launched Saturday, November 18th at 12:05 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This was booster 1069 on its 11th flight, and it landed on drone ship Just Read the Instructions. Starlink is SpaceX's low latency internet constellation. They have launched about 5,000 satellites into a low Earth orbit, and this was out of Slick 40 in Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida.
So again, you're watching a replay of the launch, and we're quickly replaying through this. We're going to skip ahead to the landing. So there you go. There's the ascent. Again, Falcon 9 replay of Starlink Group 6-26, which, if you're just joining, we were recapping the past week of launches. So feel free to let us know in chat of any questions, and make sure to share the stream. You know, the YouTube stuff really helps us out, creating better content and spreading the word of spaceflight through all. As you can see there, another drone ship landing. This was on drone ship. On which drone ship?
Just read the instructions.
Oh, there you go. So let's move on to the final launch before we get into Starship, which is a Long March launch. So who wants to take over?
2C.
Yeah.
It's a Long March 2C.
I'm
gonna take it.
Yeah.
Well, on Thursday, November 16th at 3:55 a.m. Greenwich time, the Chinese rocket Long March 2C lifted off from what center? It lifted off from Sat 9401 SLS-2 from Jiuquan Satellite Launch Center in central China. This rocket is not reusable as none of Chinese rockets currently launching is reusable. It has got 3 stages, and the payload was only one single satellite, Hayagan 3-1, next generation Chinese ocean color measurement satellite to study ocean ecology and effects on the biological cycles and climate. It was launched to sun synchronous orbit, and that's about it for this launch. Also, interesting fact, the liftoff thrust is approximately 2 kilonewtons. So if you compare that to Starship later, you'll see a large difference.
So I'm so sorry because my mouse is transparent and I can't see nothing. So we just gotta wait a little bit. Let me just pause the There you go. Okay, so that was a recap of launches. And now let's move on to probably the most exciting one, Starship. So, who wants to take that over? Feel free.
I'm gonna take that.
Oh, sorry. Take that
I'm
out.
gonna take that.
Yeah, take it.
Well, Starship, Super Heavy Booster 9, and Ship 25 launched on Saturday, November 18th, yesterday, at 1:02 Greenwich time from Orbital Launchpad A at Starbase, Texas, previously known as Boca Chica. Both vehicles were used for the first time as it was just a test flight. Starship was supposed to fly on transatmospheric flight that's not used most commonly, and it's not orbital flight as you have to have apoapsis and periapsis above the atmosphere, and as well as not suborbital flight as periapsis has to be under the ground. Transatmospheric flights are when apoapsis is above the atmosphere, periapsis is in the atmosphere. Now, Starship was supposed to fly on that orbit. The liftoff was nominal, but the launch itself was success for most of the space fans. Some space fans don't consider it as a success, but it was a successful mission, and you will know more info about that later when we get to more details about the second integrated flight test of Starship.
And there you go. That was a nicely done recap of Starship's launch. So that's the past week of launches. Now there will be a few more launches up to come. First off, there will be a Starlink Group 5-7-7 from Launch Complex, Space Launch Complex 4E at Vandenberg. There'll be a Starlink Group 6-29 from Pad 40. There'll be a Russian Soyuz launch.
Soyuz 2.1A with bars M number 5.
And then there will be a Rocket Lab Electron carrying the good moon, the Moon God Awakes mission from Mahian Peninsula, probably Launch Complex 1. Then we'll have a CAS space launch. And then we'll have another Starlink launch as well. So, and we'll also have a New Shepard launch. But that's for next week, probably. I don't know. So now we're going to go ahead and let you guys post your questions in chat.
Saturn Aerospace asks, what was your favorite space launch from Saturn Aerospace? Well, as I'm the staff of here, I probably think Isotope 1. Yeah. I don't know if it launched already or not, but either Isotope 1 or for future Stellara.
Nice.
For those who don't know, Saturn Aerospace is a virtual space company operating in a Kerbal Space Program. You can join their server if you want to know more about them, and you can also check their channel.
There you go. Hello to Best of Sweden, aka Starship program on Twitter. So hello, thank you for joining the stream. Make sure to share it if you guys are liking the stream so far. It really helps us to grow the stream and to have more people joining the stream and letting us know. I mean SpaceX. Oh, from SpaceX. Ooh, I think it's Starship. It has to be one of Starship's.
Integrated Flight Test 2 or Transporter 9 for me.
And this week was definitely Starship. If you have any questions, let us know in chat and tag us at Kion so we can see your question and we can respond faster. And again, we love bringing up questions on the stream so you guys can, get your questions clarified and understand more about this amazing thing of space. So hope you enjoy. So we're now going to spend...
Daniel on Discord asks, do you guys know the Antares Orb-3 mission? Yes, I do. Do you guys know that as well?
Which one? Sorry?
Antares Orb-3.
Orb-3.
Orbcom 3, the failure one?
No, not Orbcom 3. Orb-3. Like
Oh, it
in
was that.
thousands,
That was
orbital.
when. That was when.
That was 113, I think.
But what year?
It was explosion.
What
It was the
year?
failure.
Oh,
It
that was.
had the
Is it real or is it fake?
what?
I don't know. Like I saw a stream
Yeah.
on YouTube. What
Yeah,
is the
it
mission
had
name?
engines from Soviet
What
rocket N1, and on
what
that
is the
flight,
name? What is the name?
ORB-3, ORB-3.
Wasn't like that one that launched in like 2014 or something like that, and like the engine blew up
Yeah,
and just, like,
that
fell
was
back on the
exactly
pad?
Oh
that
yeah,
launch. Two
yeah.
engines, one of them
Yep.
oxygen
Yep.
pump
Yeah.
exploded, lost thrust, and
Oh,
fell back.
okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, we have a question here in chat from Lewis.
The launch,
So
the from Lewis Knags. I don't know if you have been asked this, but because I need to know to do something, when do you think IFT3 will launch?
I
Not
believe it will
earlier than
be
February.
it will I think it will be launched in February.
Yeah,
Mid
not earlier than
February,
February.
between February, maybe between late January and April
No,
in
cannot be January.
right.
Cannot be
I
January.
think it will be
FCC.
it will definitely be February or April. So yeah, that's my take on it.
Hits 420 again.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised knowing
Elon.
SpaceX
Yeah, Elon.
and Elon.
So
You
again,
know
if
that it's not only because 420, like the magical number 420. There's also a different reason.
what reason?
A birthday of a guy that's name is censored and you can be banned from YouTube of saying that. The AH guy.
A guy on YouTube?
No,
Okay,
check the Discord.
okay. I don't want to know about it because
Yeah.
No, please don't
Yeah.
answer. No. Okay, I don't know what's that. I don't care. Okay, great. I don't, guys. By the way, I do not know. I don't know what they were talking about, and I don't care what they were talking about. No offense, but I don't want to even know about it. I don't want to know about it, bro. We're doing a Starship stream. Please, let's continue. We have By the way, do you pronounce my name? Next, oh yeah, that was not me. Probably it was the mic clip, but it was probably it was not me. It was Dark Stars. So but whatever. If you're joining, hello, my name is Kion. I'm with Starship 24. I'm with also Mr. 9 and Daniel. We're doing this stream so we can let you guys know about space news and, react, like, after having time to digest the launch, tell you about it. So, did you guys actually have time to digest the launch?
No.
Me too.
I did.
I digested with myself.
So what?
So guys, if you have any questions, we're doing 5 more minutes of questions before we get to the all-important stuff, Starship news. So let's get to your questions. If you have any questions about anything, just tag us at Kion in chat. So remember that. And again, feel free to ask whatever you feel like, so to get your questions clarified. So feel free to join the chat and tag us at Kion. I'm going to quickly share the stream to a group that I'm in. So yeah. If you guys see any questions popping up, feel free to go for it. In a little bit, we're going to get into the questions, into the Starship news in a little bit. So be sure to ask your questions in chat if you have any, because I doubt you don't have. So feel free to ask us anything in chat. So yeah.
Yep.
There you go. Kion, have you said why SN25? No, That's for later. That's for later, my guy. That's for later. Don't worry.
We are giving you excitement guaranteed.
Oh yeah.
Excitement guaranteed.
Yeah. Shoutouts to Lewis in the chat. Shoutouts to the best of Sweden, Saturn Aerospace, Starcap, all of those. Thank you so much for tuning in to this live stream. Or is aiming later? Yeah, aiming later, guys. Best for last. Trust me. As we wait for your questions before we get into Starship news, currently you're looking live. Credit from Lab Padre, as we said in the intro. So hope you guys like the new intro for these episodes. So yeah, currently looking at the production site right there, and now you're looking at the launch site with probably fixes going on the OLM. So again, any questions, do tag us at Kion in chat. But I believe we better now replay a quick launch before we get into talking about Starship news. So let's quickly replay the launch. So a drone shot that SpaceX took. So let's quickly run that through the stream. And then let's talk about Starship. So let's go. So there you go. There's a quick replay of one of the drones from SpaceX that captured the launch. So huge shout out to SpaceX for that. So I believe who wants to what are we going to first talk about? So let's get into Starship news. So Starship news time. So let's go. Now we're going to recap some past events, and also we're going to talk about Starship news. So let's get the thing going. So you probably already know in the timeline on YouTube that's broken up, and now it's time for Starship updates. So let's go. Who wants to take over? Or nope. Starship news. Anything. What? What?
Some work on Ship 28 has been pretty much ongoing. Before flight today too.
Nice.
Continuously working on, looks like inside the ship. There's a bunch of scaffolding around it, and they're also been hard at work on the heat shield part of the ship.
Yep.
Looks like that's the ship that they want to, survive re-entry.
Actually, S-28 is probably the next ship to fly with the booster tank.
Yeah.
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 So you guys want to talk about let's do pad damage first, because that's what people are most interested. So
I'm gonna take that.
okay.
So, on the first integrated flight test of Starship, there has been some issues with Raptors, causing the concrete under the launch mount to get away, to basically destroy, create 5 meters deep crater. On this flight, they had a water deluge system under it, basically like the shower head, but on top, springed water under the Raptors. That saved the launch mount. There was seen some concrete flying away if you were watching the NASA spaceflight stream, but that were just small little parts, and that's not significant, as on the previous launch they had to completely rework the bottom of the launch mount. Now the launch mount itself is basically intact. There are some burns on it, but that's nothing bad. On the orbital tank farm, there are some bad points on the huge tanks that store oxygen, water, and nitrogen, and methane. Those are probably caused by a bit of debris flying away as well as of vibrations. And now there's also a damage on the ship wick disconnect. It's a bit tilted to the side. That's nothing they cannot fix. It will be fixed probably in around a month or so. And that's about the pad damage itself. There does not seem to be any significant damage they cannot fix in upcoming weeks. So it's definitely in better shape than it was after April 20th this year.
And also the unlike the last flight, when the bottom's underside of the pad crumbled and basically exploded out, the chopsticks, the drawworks at the bottom, they were destroyed basically. But it looks like on this flight, it looks like the drawworks are just charred. And recently, in the past couple hours after the launch, they also moved the chopsticks down to their little stopping spot, which means that they still work and they don't need to really work on that anymore.
Well, the main
There's also
reason.
there's also a significant upgrade in the pad structure itself, as previously it was around a day or so after the launch they opened the road. Now it's only around 2 hours after the launch, approximately, that they opened the road for workers. That means the pad is now in better condition it was previously. That means they made significant upgrades to the orbital launch mount, orbital launch integration tower, and the whole pad itself.
As I was going to say, the main reason they were able to even put down the chopsticks in the first place this time is they didn't even lose power to the launch site, which was a big factor of what caused the road to continue to be closed for extended amount of time due to that thing was pulsing, purging, since it was just doing its backups, which was very poor.
It also looks like the unlike last time, the bottom of the pad basically exploded out. Looks like this time the with the deluge plate, it was the deluge plate was only burned. Unlike, bits of steel flying, it just looks like it was charred, burned. If there's something wrong, easy fix. And there might be a deluge test in the next couple months just to make sure that it'll work.
Yeah. So
or even maybe in the next few weeks. I wouldn't be surprised.
So, so as always, we are now doing a overview of what happened and what's going to happen and what happened to the launch site and everything. So basically, we're now doing a Starship update. And also, by the way, we did also see some issues with the orbital tank farm. We had not some issues, but some dents on the GSE tanks as well. That happened way more violently on the first flight. And SpaceX, if you don't know, they actually took some extra structure, or I don't know what's the name, but they basically just, unlike other agencies that would probably take a billion years to repair it, they just went out there like duct tape it over it, and now it's fixed. And that's how SpaceX does stuff, so they can rapidly iterate on these small little things, so they can, it's not a big priority, but that now with 2 flights like that, I don't know if that's the same thing. But what next? We still have some other things like the debris area. We shall talk about what happened to Starship. So yeah.
Well, it appeared after liftoff, all 33 engines lit nominally for 2 minutes 41 seconds. Then 30 of the Raptor engines shut down on the booster as looks like a staggered sequence of the shutdown. And then about maybe a second-ish later, the ship engines lit, the vacuum ones, and the center Raptors, they were gimbaled outward, so they weren't directly facing it. They were all the way out, and they also lit. And then about 2 seconds later, the ship separated, and the booster started going up. And what looked like what might have happened is the fuel probably was sloshing during the whole thing. So whenever it ended up doing its boost back burn, one of the 10 engines on the outer ring shut down, followed by a center engine, and then about 5 or 6 more, and then looked like to be a fire in the aft section, like blew up, and then the automatic flight termination system fired, ending the booster's flight. And as the ship was going down, something occurred to where the FTS system went off, and that's pretty much it. And also during the flight, a lot of heat shield tiles fell off.
Right. And as you can see on screen, we have some photos from SpaceX. So again, thank you SpaceX for taking the time to take these amazing shots. And as you can see there on the ship, they quite lost some some tiles, sorry, on ascent. And actually some people, you guys have been, my friends have been DMing me on Discord. We saw a couple of people with tiles on their hands, with full tiles actually, which is impressive. And yeah, on ascent, it's just shaking so violently because, guys, again, how tall is Starship?
120 meters.
120. It's like, guys, it's big as hell. And imagine just like a rocket with 33 engines that have how much thrust?
A lot.
Yeah. It's a tall
Lot more
rocket
than-
with a lot of thrust with 33 engines, and just imagine, and guys, at the peak atmosphere, it was going way faster than the bullet. It doesn't look like it because it's so big and the tracking cameras are so far away, and they get all the space to have the rocket in frame, but this thing is actually going faster than a bullet through space, which is like insane to think about. But yeah, on ascent we saw a few tiles that were missing. And that's
more than
just
a
part
few.
of yeah, it was part of the launch ascent because, again, as I said, guys, Starship's big, it's powerful, it's shaking to hell once it launches. And again, all the smoke and all the thing. In the previous flight, there was probably a majority of those tiles. In this flight, which actually everything went according to plan, just, the ship part and the booster, but for the ascent phase, everything went smoothly, and that just shows how maybe third time's a charm. Unlike SN10, maybe it will be like SN10. I don't know. So yeah, what
Except
next?
it would be re-entry, probably.
Yeah,
The death. To be fair, most people still agree it will probably take some time for re-entry to be good.
Fine down.
yeah. So again,
Going through re-entry fully. I mean, I feel like ship 28 will probably. Well, it depends how many tiles go missing and where.
Well, they probably have iterated on that too, like the adhesives they use and how they stick them on. There's probably a lot different, so they might even be able to have all tiles on during re-entry for next flight.
So now let's take a look at Darstar. If you want to explain the trajectory a little bit, so people can take a look and get a sense of how this thing flew. So there you go. There's a picture on screen. So if Darkstar wants, if you want to talk about it. Darkstar, are you there? I can't hear you.
Mic dead.
Yeah, you probably have your mic muted.
And that was the last that we ever heard.
Mic dead.
Should be fixed
Oh, there
now.
you go. There you go.
I have some issues with my microphone. So
So
the Super Heavy Starship on second circuit flight test was taking off from Starbase, Texas, which is close to borders with Mexico. It was on trajectory to Hawaii, to reach Hawaii in around hour and 30 minutes. So it was basically almost equatorial orbit. So almost in degrees, it was like around 8 degrees 70, something like that. And the trajectory was chosen so that they can almost orbit the whole Earth, but they were going to re-enter around Hawaii and do a simulated splashdown near the Marshall's Islands, which is near Hawaii. Now, what you can see here is in the circle, it's booster and debris area where it was found. Basically, what happened to Booster 9 is most probably the fact that when it was starting to flip, and basically even before flip, Starship was pushing with its engines against the booster, slowing it down drastically, and it caused Super Heavy to occur so-called negative G's. That means like you have got normal gravity, zero gravity, that means like no mass phase, and then negative gravity. When you're standing on Earth, you feel normal gravity. When it's negative, you're going like up, you feel opposite way of gravity. And Booster experienced something like that. The fuel was coming at the top end of the fuel tanks, and late when it started to experience more of normal gravity, it splashed straight into pipes, damaging turbines, damaging multiple engines. That may have caused the reason that one engine on the beginning did not ignite it, and then multiple engines stopped firing afterwards. Now, after that, Booster experienced multiple explosions of the engines, causing fractures in the engine shielding and in the fuel tank. We saw something that looked like an explosion near the engine section, and then explosion in the middle of the booster, most likely from flight termination system auto activation. Now, debris has got its own velocity, so the explosion may have happened a bit closer to Starbase, but based on the velocity, it fell into the area in the circle. Now, this photoshopped, the original picture was a bit larger, but I put it into scale with the trajectory so that you can see little differences between trajectories. And that's basically the area where if you're lucky, if you have got some friends that has got airplane, you may be able to even see small bits of Booster 9 floating near the water, even that's unlikely. And that's simply area where most debris from Booster at the moment. SpaceX will most likely pick them up from the Gulf, try to analyze them, and get as much information as possible from that phase, as it's the first booster ever that has gotten further than booster engine shutdown and separation from Starship. So that's valuable data. Everything that is on the booster is valuable and can help for future missions and can help for making booster 10, booster 12, and etc. more safer, and in the future safe for humans to fly on it, and for Starship to be first spacecraft to travel humans to interplanetary destinations.
Of course.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure the first crewed Starship is Polaris.
Yeah. Correct.
Polaris or Dear Moon, one of them.
Polaris.
It can change, but for sure it's Polaris.
Yeah. Okay, so we are not done yet, of course. We also have a video to show you before we talk about what happened to Ship 25 on re-entry. We are going to go ahead. What?
Well, before re-entry.
Before re-entry, we're going to be showing you some actual incredible footage that when we probably all saw, we were shocked. So let me just get it real quick and show you guys
This is
how incredible this is.
Florida Keys.
And this is viewed. I'm gonna mute their microphones. Let me just show you this beautiful piece of imagery. Now, this to get in perspective. This, by the way, shot by Astronomy Live, so credit to him. So he opened DaVinci Resolve. Again, he's capturing this from the Florida Keys because he has a whole video. I'll link this in chat because I mean, this video is just incredible, so I'll just put there a link in chat so you can watch it. But right here, let's talk about the more important thing. You see this part here, this reflection thing here? This is actually Ship 25's nose cone. So can someone talk about this if they want to?
Yeah, I think I can talk about that too. Okay. The Starship itself, while flight, experienced multiple things. And that thing you can see right there is no scale Starship flying away from remaining parts, as they might have been a rapid and scheduled disassembly. The white cloud behind it, it's most likely remains of the booster of the Starship and of the oxygen tank, and also of the methane tank. Now, I don't know if you guys have got anything else to talk about that thing before I get into the phase where I cannot be stopped.
It looked like kind of like SN11,
Look, there you go.
where
There you
it
go.
would.
There you go. See
Where-
this? This is the nose cone. Clear. You have the ship. You have the tiles. The flaps. There you go. That's it. This is incredible. And again, guys, this is not shot from a Texas tracking camera. This is from the Florida Keys. This is in Florida, not in Boca Chica. So just get how this person got this telescope positioned in Florida. Again, he actually has a video. He has a video on this, which again, link in chat. But he talks about using flightclub.io data with his telescope to track Starship. And you guys should watch this video. It's like 1 hour, a 1 hour long stream. But if you go to, I believe 17 minutes into the stream, you'll see everything. It's incredible. So yeah, I just want to point that out. So if someone wants to take over.
Yeah, I can take over.
So want to talk about the Starship reentry?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Holy shit!
We're gonna have some footage actually.
Okay, so
Yep, that's him
for
there.
the Starship, I'm gonna start with
We
something
saw it!
main
That was so cool!
As you may know, Starship
Holy
was
shit.
until approximately T plus 7 minutes 55 seconds, and there was a leak. There was visibly lowering the liquid oxygen levels, fuel tanks. Now there may have been a rapid unscheduled disassembly in the parts of the Starship, and at T plus 8 minutes 3 seconds, they lost contact with Starship, and there was no telemetry whatsoever. We were able to see a little puffs from the Starship itself that may have occurred and may have looked like a rapid unscheduled disassembly
That was
that
probably,
the Starship
there you go.
was supposed to burn for more than it burned. It was supposed to shut down its engines at T plus 8 minutes 33 seconds instead of 8 minutes 3 seconds. Then Starship itself has lost stability. Before that, we knew that it was on terminal guidance. That means it was taking care of guidance to the re-entry area, but it had no contact with ground stations, no contact with anything basically. That meant that there was rapid unscheduled disassembly, and the Starship itself may have been destroyed into multiple pieces. Here you can see a low puff. That's the first thing that indicated that there's something wrong. Later then, the liquid oxygen levels were lowering and were lower than methane levels.
There you go. There is the
Starship
big
probably broke
explosion.
into Starship probably broke into multiple pieces after that. And as it did not have enough velocity to re-enter at Hawaii, it was less velocity, approximately around 24,000 kilometers per hour, and slowing down. There you have seen more puffs, probably
There you
liquid
go.
oxygen tank destroying itself
There
under
you go.
pressure.
There's the explosion. Yeah.
Not yet. not a few seconds later. It's approximately in around 3 seconds. There you go. Engine shut down, and there is the explosion itself. It was most likely on throttle termination system activation, but no scone at some more parts survived. If you can Kalo, please play that re-entry footage again.
Right. So here we go.
Holy shit!
Re-entry footage from Ship 24.
Yep, that's definitely it.
Ship going to have re-entering Earth's atmosphere.
Holy shit!
Were able to see
Yep, that's definitely it.
no scone re-entering, and there is small part separated from that, most likely either no scone itself tearing apart or fins separating the road.
Holy shit!
That's what the Starship re-entering itself. Kion, you can take over that now.
So there you go. That was the Starship re-entry again. Some fantastic views there for the locals on site that were capturing these shots. And again, huge shout outs. I do not remember the creator that shot that, but huge shout outs for that. Just getting the perspective and just to get the footage to see what happened after the launch. We thought the launch was probably the best launch in history of humanity, but so far, but just to see that re-entry is just it was like the thinking after Starship, thinking like, what will happen next to the ship, and just to see that footage, just to me, it's incredible to see. So, yeah, if you have any more, if you have
The
any,
re-entry was amazing.
yeah, it was sure. So if you wanna talk more about Starship, let's talk about what is happening for the future, what is going on with progress of ships. So who wants to
I can
take
take
that?
the future. I can take the future of Starship.
So yeah, take it
Now,
over.
the third integrated flight test actually, is scheduled to have not earlier than February, as they do not have got approval from Federal Communication Aviation Center of FCC to launch earlier than February. But it can change, as you may remember. The license took around a few months to get for second flight test, so I personally expect not earlier than February, and the next flight stack will be most likely a Booster 10, which is completing testing campaign, and Ship 28, which is completing construction campaign, having some finishing touches. And first launch was incredible because first launch of Starship. What you can expect of it, not else than being credible. The second launch of Starship, first hot staging, we all expected it to be going perfectly. It basically was perfect. But the third flight, it's gonna be a whole nother level. Based on following SpaceX to FCC, we are most likely gonna have got re-entry of S-28 above Hawaii.
How far,
WB-57
How far, though, would be the biggest question.
WB-57 close to Marshall's Islands, or some drones. S-28 doing a normal landing phase, but then doing flip and trying to do propulsive landing near to
That's the
Marshall's
big
Islands.
change, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Is it going to land on land or on ocean? Ocean, right?
On water. On water now.
Okay.
Water for now. And in the similar way as, for example, SN8, SN10, and SN15 were doing, but more like SN10 way or SN8, as it's gonna be most likely not able to survive that kind of touchdown. But in the future, for sure, an SN8, S28, incredible landing attempt, Booster 10 trying to do the same kind of thing, but in the Gulf of Mexico. And then most likely Ship 30 or Ship 31 with some of the future boosters, probably carrying Starlink satellites, and in the next year or in the future years, even a human landing system, demo one flight, that is gonna be preparation for humanity returning to the moon after around 60 years.
Yeah, the one mission I'm gonna freak out on and definitely be there in person is Dear Moon.
Watch everyday astronaut go to space.
Yeah, I'll be
Dear
sitting
Moon
there
and
with
Polaris.
yeah, I'll be sitting there with Mary Liz, be like, please do not blow up with Tim on it or any of those artists.
Yeah. Wow, that looks incredible. Okay, I'll share this. Whatever. So yeah, can't wait for the future of Starship. Can't wait.
SpaceX just shared
Ooh.
and footage from hot staging. There you can
Really good
see
video.
something really interesting.
Wait, you guys. Just wait a second. I'm gonna show you some
Mhm.
beautiful footage from hot stage. Oh my gosh. Holy crap, this thing is beautiful.
It does look like
Just don't
the
wait.
aft section.
Wait. Let me show you. Let me show you guys. Where's come on, launch replay, full screen. On X. There you go. Look at this. Look at this footage.
Kion, check the Discord real quick.
If you can look at the aft, it looks like that's the extinguisher system going. It doesn't look like a fire or anything. That just looks like extinguisher.
Such beautiful. Wow, and you can see really the raptors right here. As you can see, the raptors just slowing down in the plume. Look at that. Look at the raptors reigniting for the boost back burn. Poor booster. And look at that. As you can see, we can actually I actually saw some tilting there. As you can see, if we scrub through, if you take a look at the ship right here, you can see some tilting action from the booster. Wow, this is incredible footage from SpaceX.
Now,
Look at that. Look at that hot
SpaceX,
stage.
SpaceX, can we please get the whole flip of the booster?
Yeah.
With this high
It
quality.
does look like the
Can we get the onboard footage? That's the biggest question of them all.
It does look
No,
like
It's gonna
no.
be probably the biggest milestone for us after the flight.
Now, my big question is, even with we know how the nose cone survived of the ship.
Yeah.
I wonder if the Starlink was still able to theoretically downlink, because it's in the nose cone. I don't know if
Correct.
it severely got that damaged. Who knows? I bet it blew with chip because that whole thing kind of goes, but it didn't seem too bad.
Yeah, but again, there's a replay of the beautiful hot stage. Unlike some 3D renders.
Oddly satisfying watching the Raptors come back online.
Yeah, it is.
But that one makes my brain go.
Yeah.
That doesn't look
Just this is not a 3D render. This is real, everyone. Just to think that
You know
that's
what's
real.
funny?
What?
The one render from the whatever Ryan something whatever
Ryan Hansen Space.
His render of the flip boost back, it literally showed one engine going out is not lighting.
That's true. That's actually true. He predicted the future.
He predicted the future, except he didn't predict it to this extent of what was going to happen next.
Yeah.
Kion, can you please check the Discord real quick? I sent the link. Something you might be interested in.
Yeah, sure. Oh yeah. The slow motion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already showed that on the intro.
Oh, forgot. Sorry.
No problem. As you can see, there are
Lewis,
more pad footage.
Chat says,
Yep.
Kion, can you possibly show my hot stage render that I sent to you on Discord if you want?
What hot stage? Where?
I don't know. Lewis said that on Discord.
Oh, Lewis, can I show it to everyone? Low altitude SFS. Can you possibly show? Oh yeah, I can sure show you. Yeah. So everyone, let me see. Lewis, which is one of my friends of development of Starship, because if you guys are not new to the channel, I'm also a 3D animator, so consider, you know, following the Twitters and stuff. But I'm gonna show you this. This is Ryan Hansen's. This is Lewis's newest render right here. He gave me permission to show you, so yeah, that's actually a very nice looking render. Let me actually open it in browser so you guys can see. Oh yeah, baby, that has some detail. Just wait a little bit. Let's take a look.
That's nice.
It is way better than look at that detail. So yeah, nice. You can see the raptors right there, and you have the hot stage right there. It's a very nice render. Well done. Yeah, make sure to follow Lewis on Twitter, by the way. Does some amazing stuff. So yeah, pretty nice and looking good, Lewis. Looking good. Hope for your he's actually doing an IFT3 animation. Which he done the trailer already, so yeah, looking great. So again, if you have any questions in chat about Starship, as we are going through, you know, the history of Starship, Darkstar, do you want to quickly, since we're talking about Starship, give people that don't know much more about Starship, give them some context of behind the scenes of Starship? Do you want to talk about, just like you did for the what?
Something's going up onto the Mega Bay. The second one.
Wait, what? Am I
On the
showing?
far right. Yeah, it's showing.
Where?
It was on the the far right.
Oh yeah, on the high Mega Bay. Yeah, on this.
Mhm.
Yes, this big tower here. Not tower. This building right here. It's called the Mega Base, where SpaceX create. I believe they do processing
Boosters.
of boosters.
Yeah.
There was some activities. This is the good thing about these streams when we show live views, is that sometimes we can notice stuff and just point out. It's so good. So do you want to talk about the history of Starship, Dark Star?
Well, I'm gonna do it quick because I'll have to go, but the quick history is it all started in 2011 by the presentation of one of the employees showing prototypes of Falcon X, Falcon X Heavy, Falcon XX, and Falcon XX Heavy. In 2016, Elon Musk showed renders of ITS, or Interplanetary Transport System. 2017, first renders of BFR, aka Big Falcon Rocket. 2018, neural renders of BFR. 2019, Starship renders, Starhopper tests, Mark 1 tests, Starship Bopper tests of the X test fuel tank. Then we had SN1. SN2 was another test fuel tank. SN3 was one of the iconic failures of Starship. SN4 was rapid unscheduled disassembly after static fire. And SN5 and 6 were successes. SN8 was like partial success. SN9 as well. Those were for landing testings. SN10 landed too hard and exploded. SN11, that one exploded in fog. It was really a heavy fog and exploded. Most probably because of engine failure. SN15 successfully landed,
For
but
the first
sadly was
time?
scrapped
Yeah.
2 months ago.
Bad idea, space. Yeah.
And then we had booster number 1, Pathfinder. They were testing how to work with booster. Booster number 2 was for tests. Booster number 2.1 was for like a small test fuel tank. Booster number 3, or BN3, that was the first full-scale booster prototype that was conducting tests on space, that had first static fire on suborbital pad B. Then we had booster number 4 with ship 20, first full stack, never flown. booster number 7 with ship 24, one of the most iconic ones ever built. First integrated flight test, first full stack to fly. Then we had booster number 9 with ship 25, that it was flying yesterday. We will never forget you. Then we will have got ship 26 on the test area, probably just for structural tests. Booster number 8, booster number 10 with ship 28, the next full stack most likely. Ship number 30 and 31 under testing and construction campaign. Gonna be rolling out of the Mega Bay or High Bay. I don't know which one are they in currently. Kinda soon.
The high bay.
High Bay, yeah. They're gonna be there, and then we have got the booster number 11, I think, under construction. That's about like the quick history of Starship. It's gonna be a
Booster
while.
11. Booster 11's currently at Massey's.
Yeah,
Mm.
test campaign, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Also, in the future missions, there is already 5 missions planned for Starship that are not test flights. There's a Speedbird 9, which is payload mission supposed to launch from Florida. Then the Polaris 3rd mission, last Polaris mission. Dear Moon, HLS demo flight, and HLS Artemis 3, also Artemis 4, and honorable mention Cocoa Beach. Kion, do you still have got that picture showed yesterday?
Let me just show it real quick.
Yeah,
Where?
Cocoa Beach.
Yeah.
The Cocoa Beach Pictures SpaceX facility. Well, basically, the Cocoa Beach is in Florida. There was only a single prototype built, Mark II. It was prototype that has been later scrapped, and its rings were used for other prototypes like SN1, Mark I, Starship Hopper, and SN2. It has only around 2/10. There's huge rivalry against, there's huge competition between Boca Chica, Starbase, and Cocoa Beach. And basically, the area is now left. There is no work currently at Cocoa Beach facility. And in future, they may return here, but it's unlikely to happen. They also have got area at Roberts Road, where they're building Star Factory, Mega Bay, segments for
Florida?
Orbital Launch Integration Tower, and they also built segments for tower at Slick 40 currently. And they're also making launch tower at Pad 39A, and planning to make totally new launch area, so-called 48 and 49 on north
Seriously?
from
Oh my god. Yeah.
39. Yeah, they were playing that for like a year or two, approximately. So that's about the Starship update history and things.
Also, the
Yeah.
ship 32 was fully stacked the other day. It was stacked onto its aft section, so that's another ship fully done.
Great.
Great.
So before
So I'll
Dark
have to go.
before Darkstar leaves, I do want to say that we're going to probably talk about the tower and stuff like that. So that was Darkstar. Thank you so much, Darkstar, for joining today's live stream. Again, there's his YouTube there in Discord right there. So there you go. Shoutouts to Darkstar. Thank you so much for joining. And now we'll probably hop with Daniel once Daniel gets on the voice call right here. So Darkstar, thank you so much for joining and have the rest of a nice day.
Thank you. You too. See you later.
See you later. Bye. So there we go, guys. Until Daniel joins, which Booster 9, can you tag him so he can join the voice call? While we get here, I do want to thank everyone in the chat. Now we're going to be talking about the future of Starship in Pad 39A, which we're going to be talking about in a little bit. We're also going to be talking about the pad. The tower at Slick 40. Now, before we do that, we do want to address a question here. Now, if you have any questions, guys, on stream, you could leave them in the chat and just tag us at Kion, so we can see your question faster. Lewis says, can you, yes, that was already. Hey Kion, wait, let me just get this on my iPad real quick. So, let me just see here. Could you read the question, Mr. Nine, that we have?
Let me see this.
The most recent comment? Question?
Second, it's not loading.
Okay, there you go. Hey Kion.
There is a rover crane going across right now.
A rover crane? Ooh, let me show that.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Rover crane, on screen right now?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
There's a security truck and a van behind it.
There you go. So that's rolling out to launch pad, I believe.
Yeah, might be picking up something.
So yeah, nice. Again, my iPod doesn't want to load.
I can answer it for you.
Yeah, please.
Hey Kion, just out of curiosity, you have any ideas or predictions on what changes could be made to the next Starship?
What do you think? I do think.
I think a better heat shield, first of all. They probably got so much data from this flight, so they might be able to iterate on the heat shield and probably the aft section for both vehicles, like the extinguisher system. On SpaceX's recent tweet with the hot staging, you could actually like see that system going as the booster engines were shutting down. So that's probably what we would see, those pulses during that boost back burn was probably just them extinguishing the fires. And it wasn't like an actual fire inside the whole system.
Yeah. So everyone, Daniel's just joining in a little bit, but yeah. Currently, there are live views of the launch pad at Starbase now in Texas. Now, Mr. 9, do you know kind of the future at pad 39A, Starship at pad 39A?
It appears all the work at the Starship Tower, the chopsticks, looks like all that work has been shut down, at least for the foreseeable future. We have tied up the chopsticks and lowered. Looks like there's been zero work in the past couple months.
Just the only shot that we're using for NASA's spaceflight currently, but yeah, that's a shot of pad 39A. As you can see right there, that big tower right there, it's Starship. So yeah, it's way bigger than the tower at pad 39A. And that's very incredible. And by the way, that tank there is probably just a what do you think that tank is right there in the middle of the
That's
shot?
either like a liquid oxygen tank or it could just be a water tank.
Yeah. And right there you can see
maybe a
the
future deluge system.
yeah. Right there you can see the Stromback erector, the transport erector or TE getting ready for another launch from pad 39A very soon. I do not know when.
I'm pretty sure the next launch is USSF 52 with the X-37B
Falcon Heavy.
spy plane. Yeah, Falcon Heavy.
So we'll probably
I'm
stream
pretty sure
that.
they're targeting December 7th.
Well, December 7th. I'll try to stream that. So yeah, definitely on the calendars of stream to watch from here. So yeah. Now, if you have any questions, which we are taking now, so make sure to tag us at Kion before we get into a little bit more of progress at Starbase. Ask your questions in chat, by the way, and tag us at Kion so we can see your question faster and respond faster. So if you want, just let us know in chat if any questions. So just let us know in chat of any questions that you have Starship related or space related. again, if you're currently watching, welcome to Countdown to Starship, the series that I like to do on this channel about news about Starship and spaceflight, and recap also of what happened in the past week. Now, Mr. Nine, has there been any interesting news regardless to Starship? Like Vulcan?
It appears at Massey's. There
Yeah.
appears to be a huge plan to build something there. Like they're digging out land for foundation, so it could be a new test stand, or maybe spin prime stand, or something along those lines. Oh, there's a question, chat. What do you think they'll do regarding floatability? I mean, some renders depict Starship landing in the ocean. You think they're gonna stick to good old floats deployed around the body? Basically, like, what do you think about Starship, like, floating above the water, maybe? They'll fish it out of the water?
Like for this Starship launch?
I'm not sure.
So
I'm thinking
if
about,
chat
like,
can
I think
correct
it's, like,
me, yeah,
it's
at
like they're talking about, like,
Kion,
how, like, the space shuttle,
is it
space
for
shuttle goes
you're
out.
talking about what do you think they will do for like Starship planning? What do you mean, like in general, like the future of Starship, or do you mean this launch? Could you please write that in chat, please? Because I did not understand. I did understand your question, just didn't know the. And by the way, these questions take a little bit to come on stream, so if you could quickly. So my question to your question is: you're talking about the future, in the future of Starship, or are you talking about this launch that just launched, the mission that just launched? So if you could correct me there in chat, and I'll give you your answer to your question. But well, let me address probably both. Let me address both. What do you think they will do for regarding floatability for Starship?
I think the mass, I think there's too much mass. I don't think it'll be able to float.
Right. I think they'll probably. I mean, I don't know. I do not know. The renders do show that. I don't know. Maybe they'll add some sort of protection. Like no, they didn't do that for fucking 9. But for the future of Starship, okay. I think they will do I don't know. Maybe they'll put like some floating stuff, but honestly, I think they'll just put like some cover around the, not around the tiles, but like.
I think the only reason why it would float in the first place is because the tanks are pressurized, and it's not really a safe environment to go into. So they might even be able to do that in the first place.
Right, but that's a great question, by the way. Yeah, that's a great question of thinking, and I do not know the answer, but I think they'll just keep it as it is, and maybe most likely they'll probably just put like some protective material around the ship and let it float. But yeah, I mean, when you empty tanks, I think they get quite light, right? Because Starship Starship is massive, first of all, but also with Starship being fully filled of propellant, that thing weighs a lot. But once you deplete all the propellant, it gets quite slight, I think. Am I correct, Mr. Nye?
Like Starship wise, it's pretty light.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously super heavy, but like it's pretty light for its size. I think it's about 100,000 pounds without anything in it, dry mass.
Yeah, but I'm talking about if it could technically float with like the whole ship as it is, like after reentry, like without fuel could.
Yeah, it could.
So I think in maximum, like for the booster as well, I think they could add like some protective material. But honestly, I do not think that they will float.
It's not like
I'm
the Falcon
designing
9
a
because
concept for it. Here are my interests. Okay. Nice. But yeah, that's just what I'm thinking of, because they'll probably just leave it as it is, but probably they'll put like some protective material or something in the worst case scenario. So yeah. Any questions? Let us in chat by tagged at Kion. So tag us at Kion so we can see your question faster. So do go in chat. Have any questions related to Starship, or space? Do tag us in in chat. So, shall we talk about Vulcan? Because after all, Tori Bruno actually follows me on Twitter, so we should make him happy after stream.
yes, the earlier this year they did appeared to be a tanking test on a test stand. I think it's in Stennis, of like a full tanking test of the second stage called Centaur 5, and it exploded. So they ended up destacking it pretty much, and they figured out that
Still in connection. Oh crap. Hello everyone. Yeah. Hello. Oh my god, that was literally scared the frick out of me. But we're back. It's me, Kion, and yeah, we're back. We are so back. Okay, so now you can show you. Now let's talk about now, by the way guys, if you missed, we're gonna now talk about ULA. So Tori Bruno, if you're watching me, yes, this is Kion here, the person that you follow and never get anything out of ULA, but whatever. I love you. I love your work. And we're now going to make you happy by talking about ULA. So let's go.
see a picture of the Centaur 5 with its two. I'm not sure which engines they are, but there's two engines in there, and that's a video of it lowering down, and it's probably stacked right now. And Tori said that they will be doing a full wet dress rehearsal, followed by payload integration, and then flight, hopefully December 24th.
Yeah. So can you talk more about Vulcan?
Vulcan is ULA's United Launch Alliance. Their newest rocket. It's methane on the booster and liquid oxygen as their oxidizer. And they use solid rocket boosters for their missions too, like Atlas. And then I'm pretty sure the Centaur is also methane and liquid oxygen. And this mission will be carrying a bunch of satellites and a lunar lander, which is pretty cool.
That's a big mission for the first mission of Vulcan. So hopefully everything goes well. So Tori, on behalf of the Kion team, good luck. And sorry to say, but why had you make it? I know it's a great Christmas gift, but Christmas-wise, I don't know if I can stream this because it's Christmas. Whatever. I'll see what I can do. But yeah, there you go. So yeah, that's Vulcan news. So again, a few days ago, November 9th, the Vulcan Centaur was rolled out to the launch pad to be integrated with the first stage and solid rocket boosters. Again, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but this mission will have 2 solid rocket boosters. SRMs.
Yes.
Okay. So there you go. Those are. Do we have anything else?
I mean, the lander arrived at the KSC a couple weeks ago.
Oh look, have some footage of it rolling out. That's nice. Again, this first stage on the rocket ship, which is this ship right here. Not going to make you
Also,
crazy.
the rocket ship appeared to have an Atlas booster, and looks like another stage of something, and then 2 payload fairings. And then obviously the Center 5.
Looks like we have also some testing, I believe, I hope. I don't know. But yeah, that's Vulcan news. And Tori, if you're watching, congratulations on this milestone and hope for the best of launch. Do we have anything else to talk about? Any questions, guys? Leave them in the chat. Have some jokes in chat. Daniel, could you join the stream, please? Just waiting for Daniel to join the stream.
It appears on the new video they posted, it shows the ship engines gimbaling.
Yeah, it does.
Looks really cool.
Thank you so much for 163 followers on X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it. Really appreciate it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the chat and tag us at Kion. So, quick recap for those that are joining. We have a successful we recapped launches. We also recapped some Starship updates, right? We have been talking about also we have talked about 39A development, right? Which has paused currently. And we also had talked about some other news across space. So, shall we talk about the tower at Pad 40? Because that is what I forgot to talk about with Starship 24 in the previous stream. So, just one sec here, just so I can get SpaceX's image on this. Just a little bit. For those that are just joining, we are about to cover what happened the tower of Pad 40. So yeah, you can now talk about it.
They started work on the Slick 40 crew tower a couple months ago at the Roberts Road facility, and they've been rolling out segments for past, I think, about a month or two. And a couple weeks ago, they finished stacking the full tower, and about a week or two ago, they put the crew access arm on there. That's where the crew will go down and enter the Dragon.
And again, you could also talk about this, but this is made. Why did SpaceX construct this? Well, they constructed this for backup, because Starship's going on 39A and they wanted to have a backup to 39A. NASA, as SpaceX is the only launch provider currently. Yes, not including including Boeing actually. But they're the only launch providers from the US only that can get to low Earth orbit with crew. So that's just to keep the US on track, they decided to construct this pad. If there's something goes wrong at 39A, they always have a backup, right?
Yes, they do. I'm pretty sure its first launch will either be the Axiom 1 or the next CRS mission, CRS 30. It's probably one of those two. The next two Dragon missions.
They will actually launch Dragon capsules from Pad 40 again.
Not the Axiom 1, Axiom, I'm pretty sure 3.
So again, the last Dragon launch from Launch Complex 40, I believe it was 2020? Yeah, it was 2020. The last Dragon 1 launch. I do miss Dragon 1. Looked pretty good. But now we are used to seeing Dragon 2 launching cargo. So, do you have also some history? Could you like talk about some history behind this tower, like plans and stuff?
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know, talk like history of development is this tower? I mean, honestly, we're just talking about this tower, so I might just get every single info that comes to mind to it. So.
I think they started work on it at about August. Was when the first
This year?
Yes. Was when like the first like segments were being built. And they just like kept on getting rolled out every couple weeks down to the pad, and then a big crane would stack them. And they did that during the Falcon 9 launch cadence. It's probably pretty difficult to do, but they continued work on it and eventually got it done. Like, I think about earlier this month, late last month, is when they finished work. At least assembling it, but they probably still have to do a bunch of work inside the tower to get it crew certified for NASA. So there's still a lot of work ahead for them to do.
Beautiful pictures here by SpaceX of the tower, just showing the scale of again, these little windows here are like the size of human, so just getting that comparison of Falcon 9 is just huge. Again, that was for I believe a Starlink or a Empower mission. So
It
yeah,
was a
Starlink.
Starlink.
We talked about that last week with Starship 24, which fortunately he can't join the stream today. Apparently Daniel has left the stream, so I don't know. But yeah, surely. So we have some questions, final questions before we wrap this stream up. Has been a pretty solid stream so far. Only 11 minutes recording here on OBS, but that's because it got shut down a little bit. Altitude SFS says, do you mean 3D Daniel from Discord at Kion? No, I do not mean Daniel. Part of our team of commentators. 3D Daniel is actually a big friend of mine part of. Oh. But yeah. So, what do you want to talk about more? You want to talk about what's on screen, what you're sharing now on Discord? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Is my screen showing?
No, let me get it showing. How do I make... Wait. Quickly here, everyone. Just one sec here. Get some pad forward footage. So I don't... Wait just a little bit. Just a sec. There you go. Yeah. Now you can. Not hearing you.
This is on SpaceX.com.
Oh, yeah.
And this is yesterday. and it says Starship returned to integrated flight testing with its second launch from Starbase in Texas. While it didn't happen in a lab or a test stand, it was absolutely a test. What we did today will provide invaluable data to continue rapidly developing Starship. Starship successfully lifted off under the power of all 33 Raptor engines on the Super Heavy booster and made it through successful stage separation. The booster experienced a rapid, unscheduled disassembly after its boost back burn following the successful stage separation, while Starship's 6 second stage Raptor engines fired for several minutes as the Starship climbed to an altitude of about 150 kilometers. With a test like this, success comes from what we've learned, and today's test will help us improve Starship's reliability as SpaceX seeks to make life multiplanetary. We continue to share updates here as the team reviews data from today's test. Thank you to our customers, Cameron County, and the wider community for continued support and encouragement. And congratulations to the entire SpaceX team on an exciting second flight test of Starship. And this was yesterday.
It's again November 18th when Starship launched, and again, beautiful picture right here on screen. Again, SpaceX. We do need to show the badge, the mission patch. I might do that if my screen lets me. By the way, unfortunately, my screen. Oops. There you go. So, may we talk about the mission patch right here? By the way, this is SpaceX's store. They sell this Starship torch, which I think is hilarious. If you're willing to pay $175 for it, and you know, beautiful Starship actually. But we're here to talk. Oh, nice sticker patch. We're here to talk about this flight patch. So, could you, I don't know, explain?
Well, obviously in the center, you have the Starship, and it looks like to the right and left, that could be the moon and Mars. And then you have the plume, the OLM under it, and it looks like the deluge system. And under it says Starship Flight 2 with a charm. And on the side it says SpaceX and Starbase Texas. There's probably a lot of little Easter eggs in here. Like the hot staging ring. Looks really good in my opinion.
There you go. But yeah, since Daniel unfortunately is not joining the stream,
There is people on the OLM.
Oh.
On top.
There you go. You can see there a live screen of
Looks
why
like
we
some
live
people inspecting the top.
Let's take a look at chat. I gotta go. Thank you for your unique stream. I'll be back next time. Thank you so much, Altitude SFS, for joining. And we are probably going to wrap our coverage, right?
If you want to.
I don't know. Do you have anything else to talk about?
Not really.
But yeah, we'll be here 5 more minutes just to see if we have anyone else on willing to ask a question. Check out also the Discord servers. Oh, we do.
It also appears like they're doing work on HLS nose cone. There's looks like a lift on it.
again, they're doing tests. They're doing repairs on the OLM. And yeah, quick recap for those that are just
Elon
joining.
tweet.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Just inspected the Starship launch pad, and it's in great condition. No refurbishment needed for the water-cooled steel plate for the next launch. Congrats to the SpaceX team and contractors for engineering and building such a robust system so rapidly.
Look at those
So
pictures. Look at that. Wow.
that
Nice.
means that they don't need to do any more work on the deluge plate. And
Yeah, that actually looks pretty good.
survived. It just looks charred.
So there's some great reference for my OLM in Blender. So kind of.
It also looks like the launch clamps look fine too. Looks like they probably did a test of them because they were retracted, and it looks like they extended them to make sure they worked, and it looks like they do. So we
That's
could see
actually in
a
great
flight.
resolution. Look at that.
We could be seeing a flight earlier next year.
Yep, definitely. Look at that. Again, tweet from Elon Musk. DLM saying it's in great condition compared to the last flight, and yeah, it's great here. So again, that's why those crews are at Starbase. So yeah. So with that done, I think we're gonna wrap our stream. If we have any more questions here, feel free to let us know in chat because we're gonna be here a little bit more. Like after like maybe 5 more or 4 more minutes, just to not waste time. But have any question, quickly head on over to chat, tag us at Kion, and yeah, make sure to also stick around and follow me on Twitter, and also make sure to maybe follow follow Mr. 9 on Twitter as well to stay tuned for his posts and stuff. So help us out, and I believe that's it. So we'll be here, yeah, a little bit more. Just waiting for your questions. So after 5 minutes, we'll probably wrap this stream up. We had on our stream, we have me, I'm Kind here. So again, like and subscribe for the content and stuff. We had Mr. 9.
Yep.
And we had Darkstar, which left. And we also have Daniel, which he's not joining the voice call. So yeah. But yeah, I'm quickly going to message him while we wait for any questions, just to see if he actually wants. Daniel. Just waiting for Daniel real quick. But if you have any questions now, as we are almost wrapping up the stream, go ahead and post in chat, tag us at Kion, so we can see your question popping up. So yeah, you can go ahead and let us know there. But we are about to end our stream here, so if you have any further questions, do tag us at Kion. Make sure to do that. It's always really appreciated. So make sure to go ahead and yeah. Just go.
The crane that was rolled down to the launch site is extended. Could be picking something up.
Yeah. gonna get quickly.
Those Teslas could be Elon.
Yeah.
They could be him.
Final ping of the day. So as we get here to the final, to the ending of our stream, we do want to thank you so much for watching today's stream, as we had a lot of fun, and I can't wait to review the stream. We had a lot of fun. We talked about a lot of things on the stream, including Starship, past launches, and a few more. If you like to support our channel, and in the future we'll be letting us to have perks, do make sure to subscribe, because at 1K or 500 subscribers, I believe, we're gonna start releasing some perks here on the channel for you guys. So do make sure to subscribe, like and share. It's kind of boring to hear that, but guys, fighting the YouTube algorithm, help spreading the word about space, and helping the channel as always. Because if you're new here, I do not only do space stuff, but also 3D stuff and Discord stuff. So if you're interested in that and many more, check out this channel. Make sure to subscribe for all that juicy content. So yeah. We have 4 current views, so thank you so much. As we were wrapping the stream here, so if you have any final questions, make sure to leave them in chat and tag us at Kion. 192 subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Let's see if we can get to 200 subscribers on this stream. That's actually nice. We shall do that. So guys, thank you so much for all of your kind support. As when I'm doing the streams, I don't have time to look at the YouTube channel. So guys, thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot to me. It means a lot to everyone. So thank you so much, and also make sure to hit that bell so you get notified when new videos are coming. So thank you so much for being a subscriber, and subscribe and really helps us out. So thank you so much. So any final questions, let us know in chat and tag us at Kion. And yeah. Mr. 9, if you have any if there's any activity going on that I can point out, just let me know while we wait.
Doesn't appear to be anything visibly new.
If you see anything, just
Alright, like towards the middle-ish, 2 Teslas.
2 black Teslas there, just leaving. That might be Elon, right?
Yeah, that could be Elon and a security one.
Currently looking at Starbase, Texas, right there on your screen. Live views from Lab Padre. As we get into the final part of our live stream, guys, do make sure to subscribe, because we are almost reaching 200.
Alright.
Oh, are we still? Yeah, we're still going. So yeah, I didn't got internet for a second, but we're back. So yeah. So if you have any questions, do leave in the chat by tagging at Kion. Make sure to tag at Kion in chat. Also, thank you everyone that followed follows me on Twitter. Huge thank you for that. As we get to the final part. So if you have any questions, do leave them in the chat and tag us at Kion. We're almost wrapping up our stream here, so thank you so much for the continued support throughout the stream. Currently watching live views from Lab Padre, looking at the launch site in Texas. Looks like Daniel. Shall I voice call him? What do you think?
I don't know. He might be doing something.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm just, bro, I'm just gonna give one shot. I'm gonna give one shot at calling him. If he doesn't respond, that's it. Okay. I'm taking it. I'm doing. Okay. Let's see. No, he didn't. He didn't answer. Whatever. Also don't wanna, waste time and stuff. So I think we'll end there. If you guys don't have any more questions, thank you so much for watching today's live coverage of not live coverage. Thank you so much for watching today's live stream, and hope you guys like this sort of video. I don't know if we're going to do this next week since IFD already launched, right? But yeah, I think
the
yeah.
Grover crane's picking something up.
Ooh,
The center
do you guys see that? The crane is lifting up something.
might be a booster lifting, like the alignment pins. It could be. Like whenever they lower it to the OLM, they have 2 sets of pins on the OLM that keeps it from hitting it. It could be that.
But yeah, I think with that, we shall end the stream. Guys, huge thank you to, first of all, thank you to you guys for watching. So I have been me, always here in the studio cooking new videos. Do want to thank also Booster9 for joining today's stream. So thank you for joining.
You're welcome.
We had Darkstar joining. He talked a lot about Starship, and my god, that dude is just Starship on all over. So thank you so much, Darkstar, for providing every single info about Starship. And we also had Daniel joining, which he now is online on Discord, but he doesn't want to join for some reason. We're not responding, but yeah. Guys, I have been me, Kion. Guys, make sure to like and subscribe. Let's hit 200 subscribers. Thank you so much. This also could be great. We could hit maybe 200, more than 200 subscribers by the end of the year. Would be a great Christmas gift for me. And also make sure to follow, Booster9 as well on Twitter. Keep up with up to date with spaceflight if you enjoy that. But yeah, we'll probably the next video will be my reaction to Starship. Maybe later on the week, or maybe next week I'll upload that because I have school. But I do not know how my life will be for the next few days. But I'll sure upload that when I can. I hope. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's probably last for a little bit until IFD3. So hope you enjoyed Countdown to Starship, episode 3. And as always, for me and Starship and Booster9, thank you so much for joining today's stream.
Very welcome.
And we'll see y'all later. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. Have a nice day, and see you all next week or whenever do another short or whatever. So thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day, and happy rendering, and see you all later. Bye.